The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 314, Nasdaq up 81, S&P's up 22, gold's up 310, trading at 13.43 an ounce. We have silver up 3 cents, $16.56 an ounce. Notes and bonds, bottom line, they won't back off, folks. You get the 10-year note down 2 ticks, 120.26. 30-year bond flat, 146.02, and that's with our markets up big. King dollar's down 259, trading 89.275. Euros at 123 to 1 U.S. dollar. Yen's at 107 to 1 U.S. dollar. We have Zuckerberg for 2 days. We got Syria. We better have some defined risk around here.
It seems like we joke about, man, Kevin Hinks, and then we're going to throw it to him, man, 1%, 2% intraday, all over the board, man, with these indices, for sure.
No doubt. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand defined risk. You're in the markets, you definitely want to understand defined risk. This is the ultimate market for defined risk.
I was busy yesterday afternoon, and I blinked from about 3 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and I looked up at the end of the day, and I said, of course, that's par for the course lately.
Ride 'em, ride 'em, ride 'em, ride 'em. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Morning, Tommy. Yeah, hey, Tommy, how does a market finish the day positive and most traders went home thinking it was a down day?
Oh.
Right? It felt like a down day because it came so far off.
Context is everything sometimes, right, Kevin? And totally.
And then what do we have today? It's Xi Jinping to the rescue.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Yep. There is no doubt. You know, Kevin, when I
that rhetoric, yeah.
You know, they did. When I get up this morning, I looked, I said, man, look at this thing. And then, sure enough, on Bloomberg, I saw him speaking. I says,
right.
okay, I get it.
Everything's
okay.
a negotiation. They're all out there.
Yeah.
They don't, you know,
everything.
we'll see what happens, but he's
And Tom, we knew, and we talked about on our show yesterday, that he was going to speak today.
Yes.
There was a Tuesday event coming up. He was in the Bow Forum is where he was speaking.
Okay.
And we knew that was going to happen, but I thought, you know, I actually hinted on the show that he may come out a little positive here. Everyone should be ready. And he came out way more positive, I think, than everyone even expected him to do. I mean, some of his quotes, China does not seek a trade surplus. Well, that's pretty significant coming from someone who has a $375 billion surplus.
No, there's no doubt. And, you know, yesterday afternoon, I saw it coming across the tape that they were thinking that, okay, we can basically make the yuan a little bit weaker. I said, this is interesting. That was kind of the first, you know, like, okay, hold it. We'll weaken this deal a bit. So, you know, we know that everyone is in on the game here. That's the bottom line.
Talk is one thing. We'll see where the negotiation finishes, right?
I'm telling you.
But the market likes
right, but at least, you know, the Chinese and Xi Jinping, he seems willing, you know, and able that they're about to fundamentally change their economy. How about autos? You know, what he said about autos, I thought was very significant. You know, what he said about intellectual capital. He had a lot of things to say about intellectual capital. They were all positive. So I really think he exceeded all expectations in terms of how positive he was about this market. That's why, you know, I think you got to be careful here. There was so much. How much of the risk, how much of the uncertainty, Tom, in this market was about trade wars and fears of trade wars? And much like a month or 90 days ago, where we were talking about imminent nuclear war, right? And now we're not. This. If the same thing happens with these trade wars, there's another leg up here.
Yeah, and you know, if we switch gears for a second. How about the oil market? I mean, the Saudis now are talking they want $80 oil.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, that just took, you know, these ExxonMobil, Chevron, they haven't been able to move, and you get them both up $2 right now.
It's been a big move in oil.
Yeah.
Like $3 almost in the last couple of days, right?
Yeah, and so.
Right.
Yeah, but here's the problem there, and you're right. The snapback in oil the last 2 days has been ferocious. And remember, you're in a seasonal bullish pattern in crude oil. So the sell-off should be a little lighter and the rally should be a little stronger because there's some seasonal strength. But how about this, Tom? Russia recently had the highest output for crude oil than they've had in the last 11 months.
Wow. Okay.
Their highest level. So I think that puts into doubt whether they'll be a long-term player in these supply cuts.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Right.
Yeah, that's what the oil market has to kind of figure out. And so you have a mid-year meeting coming up with OPEC, and I think Russia, never has someone who's not even in OPEC been such an important part of OPEC, right?
Yes.
It's all about Russia.
Man, imagine having just this big oil bathtub, and seriously, right? It goes up $5 or $10. Okay, let's sell as much as we can. It'd be hard not to say, okay, let's bring the price down a little. Let's see how much we can push off, right? Yeah,
that's the game. Totally,
it is. No, you can see it.
Funny. I mean, imagine some of these countries that have much lower break-evens than others.
Yes.
Right, and they're being asked to cut their or curb their output. They'd be like, how am I supposed to do that?
Why?
No,
Right,
totally.
yeah.
Now, hey, listen, I'm going to switch gears on you again because I know, bottom line, folks, TD Ameritrade, we do options every day. Thursdays we do futures. Big day out here today. Crop report, right?
WASDE report,
Yeah.
Coming out 11 o'clock Chicago time, noon Florida time. There'll be the WASDE report, and here's what it's going to be in a nutshell, guys. Bearish view on the U.S., but a bullish view on the global market.
Okay.
In terms of direction of futures.
Yes.
Right? I mean, the carryouts, people call them, ending stocks. Traders call them carryouts. They're going to grow in the U.S., so that's a little bearish for the U.S. But because of the crop problems in Argentina, I think they're going to shrink Argentina.
Okay.
And the key numbers you're looking for, anything below 40 million in South America, and the key level in the U.S., anything above 600 million bushels in the U.S. That's when those are some extreme levels. So you're looking for a 6 on the U.S. and a staying above a 4 on the Argentina numbers.
This is going to be pretty cool. Now, Kevin, is this one of the, even for the WASDE, is this one of the biggest reports because of the season we're in, or are they all big?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because they're making adjustments, and you're getting really close to harvest in South America and planting in the U.S. So yeah, things. This is the time of year all the grain traders come back from Florida for this time of the year to start trading these markets because they start getting busy in end of March, early April.
Yeah. Boy, that's so I can see, because you need action. That's the bottom line. So this is when the action happens, right?
That's one of the rules from the pits, Tom. Never trade with a guy who's tan in March.
Wow.
All winter.
That's awesome, man. That sounds like Jesse Livermore. I mean,
Exactly.
it really
life,
does.
right?
I mean,
Sure.
that book, folks, if you've never done it, I mean, I remember when him jumping on the train saying, okay, let's go. We got to get back to New York.
Right.
We got action happening. Unreal. You got to love it. Listen, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand options upside down, futures upside down. If you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, just hit the banner on TFNN to let you trade with paper money. Great platform. Kevin, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the program in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow up 383, Nasdaq's up 93, S&Ps are up 29. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now is up 384, Nasdaq's up 92, S&Ps are up 29. And so we have Zuckerberg starting at the Senate Judiciary and Commerce Committee 2:15 this afternoon.
Yeah, 2:15 Eastern Time. So he's in front of the Senate today. A joint hearing conducted by the Senate Judiciary and Commerce Committees starting at 2:15. Like you said, that'll be interesting coming into the close. Yeah. And I believe what'll probably happen is he'll have a statement, and then it'll really get interesting after the statement. So the question and answer is where, you know, maybe 2:30, 45, 3 o'clock. Yes. And then tomorrow he's in front of the House Energy and Commerce Committee. So you got Senate today in the afternoon, House tomorrow, 10 a.m. The hearings were scheduled to address Facebook's use and protection of user data in the wake of Cambridge Analytica scandal. We'll see if anything concrete actually comes from that. There'll be a lot of rhetoric thrown around regardless, and it will be, as you know, we've talked about, it'll be an opportunity for the politicians to kind of get their name in the press a little bit and slam Zuckerberg, because there's no drawback to being a politician slamming Facebook right now, so they'll all take their chances. But like we've talked about many times, I don't know what Zuckerberg could say that could alleviate almost anything going on. You could almost write the script, I feel like, in my head as to what they will say. Yes, this wasn't like we would have hoped for. We're going to do better in the future. We've already made changes, you know. Right. I mean, that's, so what is...
Yeah, because information that's what they're selling, folks. So the more information they can sell, the more money they make. I agree. It's totally. That cut and dry. I mean, you know, when you look at the thing that is amazing, I always, you know, they went from, if you recall, what had happened with Facebook is that the market had felt at one point that they couldn't go from a computer to the mobile. And they not only
for revenue growth, especially. Yes,
right. Yeah. And they went exponentially.
Yeah, exponentially. Okay. Yeah.
And you know, it had to do with, and it's not just, well, it had to do with people that really understood the rules of Facebook, how they could advertise. I mean, we know people that are spending a lot of money in our business. Okay. Sure. And I couldn't figure out how they were doing it, folks. And I'm talking about they're spending $25,000 to $40,000 a month. Okay?
Sure.
And I'm saying to myself, okay, and I'm saying to you, like, this doesn't even make any sense. Yeah. But now the whole thing makes sense, because if you really understood demographically how you could
target
Target, anyone that wants to do an option, anyone that's trading, anyone, and they whatever dollar they come, if they get $1.20 back, guess what? You know that you're making money.
Definitely.
So now I get to really understand, the complexity of it.
And I think it even goes bigger than that. That just they really did a good job of getting the GEs of the world and the where they're spending billions, let alone.
Exactly.
And so the targeting is important to them as well. But you're dealing with brand advertising in that, where you don't need the conversions necessarily. That they just did a really good job across the board of monetizing their user base.
Right. And when you look at the numbers, so look at the numbers for a second. So in 2014, $12.5 billion. In 2017, $40.7 billion.
Yeah, in 2019, $70 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, even from last year, which we just ended, to 2019, they're going to add $30 billion in revenue. It's a staggering number. From the end of 2017, when you look at where they already are in terms of just domination, and they're almost going to double in size in the span of 24 months.
Yeah.
And doubling almost, adding $30 billion in revenue. That's a Fortune 500 company in its own right. Pretty remarkable.
It really is.
Yeah,
it really is. So we'll see where the wrap is.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, and I'm sure they've spent plenty of time preparing for the multitude of questions he's going to face. But I just don't see anything concrete in terms of he's a smart guy. He's going to be able to handle himself fairly well. And I'm sure he has plenty of answers in terms of what they're going to be asking from a PR standpoint of how to answer it correctly. So we'll see what happens. But
let's go over into the NQs right now. So for the NQs, let's just see where we stand here, because the first we get a first little downdraft when we started the program, came right back topside. Well, I guess from last night the NQs are down pretty good. 66.24.
Even coming into the open, I remarked even at the 9 o'clock open, you know, that the NASDAQ 100, I think it was a solid about 37 points, even just right around 9 o'clock. There it is. So, yeah, we were at, call it 65.86. We're up there at 66.20. It's nothing to sneeze at when you're 34 points off the high, which is a full 0.5% off of the highs that we were at. And then we did trade lower on the open. There's your opening bar. We trade lower, and we're creeping up back to those levels. But volatility, I mean, it's just amazing. If you go back to Thursday night, in terms of when the news broke of the potential $100 billion in tariffs for China, the seesaws in the markets are just amazing.
They are.
I mean, Thursday night it spikes down. We come back, spikes down again. I mean, it's just remarkable.
Now, and that being said, when you... And it seems that the volatility that we have, it seems like we really haven't moved anywhere. I mean, when you look at the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Now that being said...
That's because it's so both ways,
That's right.
Yeah.
That being said, what's going on is that look from the highs, though, to where we are. We're off pretty good.
Yeah.
And the S&P.
And we are, for sure. And that's mostly, though, because of from March 14th, 13th to March 23rd. And what's interesting, though, is that we're now on April 10th.
Yeah.
And look at the size of these bars. But that's, it's down day, up day. Down day, kind of like
flat.
In between. But still look at the range that we had even on a flat day, right? Then you go up, then you go down. Then you go up for 2 days, you hold on for one, big day down. And then look at this big day, and that's a reversal. I mean, that's 26, what's the low there? 26.10 to 26.53. You're talking about 43 S&P points, and basically it's a flat day.
Right.
It's a 1.5% both ways. So keep that in perspective. And today's a tiny bar, and with everything going on today, I'd be surprised if that today ends up being the tiny bar of all.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look at Google and see what we got with Google out here. So Google, it's just hanging there at 1019. That's still in the lower range. Amazon.
Yeah, because Google could definitely ride akin to what happens with Facebook, because if there's any type of rhetoric that, it's just they could face similar privacy concerns. So Amazon, different animal, but Google, Twitter, Snapchat, those might all act in unison today as if anything comes out of the Zuckerberg.
No doubt. Let's get over and take a look at that S&P again, because the S&P just broke topside.
Yeah, we're over those levels, coming up to the highs of overnight.
So you're going to go up. And see, this is what you had out here all night long, and that's what I was looking at earlier. You had a little tiny spike up to 26.58. And it's like, okay, do you want to go for that? Like what happens, folks, is that when you actually look at this all night long, if you're out here early this morning, kept looking at that, say, you know, does that thing want to get tested?
Yeah.
And we'll see. But that's what it looks like.
No, it was up 26.58. And then where do we come down to? 26.38. I mean, just remember, well, 20 points in the span of, that was about 10:40 last night. By 11:30, we're 20 points down. By, what, 2:40, we're back up to that level.
Yeah. Then look at the next one. See, the next one, this is really cool because even, it's very subtle, but when you look at the next one on the way down at 3:50 a.m., that has volume there at 26.40 also.
Yeah, and that's close to the Europe Open there. You know, this is kind of a lost time in here that there's not as much, at least, where, you know, 10 o'clock, we're still awake, versus 2 in the morning versus 3, 4 in the morning, you're getting that Europe Open.
Totally. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials up 430. Coming right back. Would you like exposure to the foreign currency markets without any downside risk to your principal? Then consider the Petro Currencies Market Safe CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD leverages the performance of 4 equally weighted currencies from these top oil-producing countries: Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and Russia. This CD features a 200% leverage factor, which means that your potential upside payment will be double the currency's average performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And if the returns are negative, your principal's 100% protected. Returns are based on CD performance with no correlation to the price of oil, and there is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. The April 19th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA FSB, member FDIC. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials up 450, Nasdaq up 107, S&P's up 35. Let's go to Bitcoin. You know, we get volatile markets, but Bitcoin, as you were showing me a little bit earlier, different ball game here,
Not so much, right?
Yeah.
So the crypto worlds are calming down, at least Bitcoin. So this is early Monday, basically, the overnight session coming into Monday, and that's the last time we had pretty much any type of movement. Bitcoin, I believe, opened the week at about 7,000. Yeah, and so this is the spread on Nadex, opens at 8 a.m. Middle of that spread being 7,000.
Yes.
That's where the week basically opens up. And you can see that we were pretty much at that level as of about coming into that level. They're going to send an even so all the way. We've had no movement, basically. You know, the lowest is 66.43. The highest is about 6,800. You're talking about only $150 over the span of almost now coming into our second trading day.
Yeah.
Not sure what that means, right?
Let's pull it up and see what kind of contracts we have.
The calm before the storm.
Yeah, no doubt. So,
I mean, just look at how that thing is leveled out as it's come back to those levels.
And inside the futures market, you have 1,400 contracts in the CBOE. That's 1 coin apiece. You have 1,100 in the CME, which is 5 coins apiece.
Yeah, so call it 5,500.
So that's dying down,
that's
too.
That's about 7,000 contracts at this time. And when we've had some good days, we've been at about, what, 10,000, 13,000 Bitcoins traded in entirety.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is that Ripple's back to 48 cents? Huh? Interesting. I think, where was that? Let's see if I bring this.
Just even put it on like
a month.
Let's do it. There you go.
Well,
yeah, that's what I thought we had been around there for a while.
70 cents to 48. Okay.
I mean, even to pull it up, I mean, it's a far cry. What did we make it to in Ripple? $3 and something? Or was it? Because the levels that we were at going back to when, what are we looking at? No, that's Ethereum. Sorry. Yeah. XRP is what we're looking at for Ripple. Where are we? Sometimes the size is correctly.
It's one more over, I think.
And we'll drop it down. All right, we can pull it up. Yeah, I'm not sure why
Interesting, huh? Yeah, right.
XRP, where's our XRP? There it is, okay. Yeah, 330. That's what I thought we were, and you can see it just kind of has, but
that's quite a hit, though.
Yeah, now this is a weekly chart we're looking at here, and even let's just see if we put it on a daily. I mean, quite a trend line you're looking at there, all the way from $1.08 down to 48 cents. Pretty steady decline.
Just might be building a base for the next run, though. That's interesting. Looking at that, it's like, okay.
No, for sure.
You know,
same. I mean, just if you can you go back to the Bitcoins?
Yeah.
Or even I'd say, well, we'll just jump right back to where we were because we can jump back because it looks like that on Bitcoin in the same way. It definitely does.
It does.
I'm putting this on maybe that same weekly, which seemed to look. There we go. Quite a number above 20,000. Wow. What are we looking at here?
Yeah,
no, that's in JPY. Because you gotta.
Oh, because
what are they doing to us here?
No, you know why? Because that's where that's traded. That's Coinbase. That was.
Okay,
yeah.
That'd be why it's on the top left. But here, this is going to be the chart we're used to. Yeah, I was like, I didn't think it made it over 20,000. Yeah, 19,891, and then to put this on a daily. Yeah, I mean, kind of basing, right?
It's laying out there.
Yeah.
It's laying out there.
And it's intriguing how we're so close to where that low was previously.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow.
You know, looking at this, where are we getting back to? Yeah. So we'll see. Tame week so far, 67, 76. It's kind of intriguing as it's not the excitement we're used to when we check out that chart.
No, and if we go over to the marijuana stocks, I've been waiting for this thing to come down forever, and it's getting there. You know, if we look at canopy growth, folks, you know, and it's interesting because these were flying when Bitcoin was flying. Everything was flying, actually. You know, you reached a high January 9th.
I wouldn't say for the same reason necessarily, though. I mean, you're coming into the legalization at the beginning of the year. It just could be coincidental.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
So what you're doing right now is that you get a high volume low at $20.85.
And that was kind of when the market was. That was February 5th, so that could be everything was.
That's right.
Struggling.
Yeah. Now, when I'm looking at this, folks, I say, what I'd like to really see it do, I don't want to be buying it there. I want to be buying it. I want to see it actually break the 2085 because I like the level over here of like where it broke topside from like $17.
Okay.
You know, because
I mean, we're not far. We're looking at a weekly.
No, we're not.
We were just at last week.
Yeah.
33.
Yeah. No, it's come down. It's come down. You know, it's come down hard.
Definitely.
And that would make sense. You know, up in Canada, the bottom line is that supposedly it's going to be recreational in July, and you know, it's not.
I don't know if that supposedly is the right word. It is, isn't it?
I don't think it's not hard yet as to what date. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what's going on.
Okay.
That's why I think that these things keep pulling back. It's like, okay, is something else going to fly here?
Okay.
What's going to happen? Do you know what I mean?
Because it has been legalized, though. Just so
That's correct.
Yeah, you know, by voter.
How long ago was it legalized in Massachusetts?
No, regulations take some time.
Right?
Yeah. I think they do have a date though in Massachusetts, and if it's not, I'm not sure of that one.
Yeah.
So
So the expansion, you're going to see the expansion of these companies is pretty. Well, they think it's going to be pretty dramatic.
Sure.
Let's put it that way. You know, you get 2016, you're at 12.7 million. They did 39 million in 17. And it's just not Canada. This company here basically is doing business all over the world, excluding any countries that it's illegal, including the United States.
Okay. The only reason it seems like they're all in Canada as of.
It's interesting. That's what they say. But guess what? They bought these companies in Europe, and they're doing business there. So that's, I suspect, not keeping up to date as to where this revenue is coming in from.
Okay.
Because there's...
Maybe that's just their future plan versus, because that's their 2017 revenue pegged to the exact number they have their fiscal year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that shakes out. But if they go from 79 million to 326, that's pretty intense.
No, I would assume they're going to.
And what happens with what I like about that company has to do with Constellation Brands. That's the first liquor company that bought 20% of the company.
Constellation bought 20%
of Canopy Growth.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Right.
You know,
so you have a big alcohol company putting money behind them, right?
And I got this going again.
The autocomplete.
Yeah.
How'd you get it going? It just started.
I called Bloomberg, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It was so where do you see this chart here? This is like, after I looked at this chart to him, saying to myself, man, this is pretty intense. They're doing something right. Look at this chart. 2012, the stock's at $20.
It's good to be in the booze business.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's never going to change.
No, it's not. Unless you're in the pot business.
Just
you're in
be in both, right, exactly.
What do you call them? Who knows?
Good enough.
Dow Industrial's up 450, Nasdaq's up 115, S&P's up 36. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow up 469, Nasdaq up 117, S&P's up 37. Let's go see inside the Dow. Where's our man Boeing? What's he doing? Let's see.
There they are.
What do they got? Oh, it's a big one today. So Boeing is putting 78 positive points, Goldman 52, 3M 37. And we are getting some weather.
Maybe they can hear it through the mics.
Oh,
maybe
this is
we
pretty
got some
cool.
good thunder going behind us.
This probably is the beginning of.
We're gonna get our spring rain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So Boeing, of course, with President Xi of China, his remarks last night. That's good. Where Boeing is going to be the most susceptible to maybe a huge trade war.
That's right.
So it makes sense that if stocks are reacting to a decreased rhetoric of that type of action, then yeah, Boeing should be popping because as we've highlighted previously, I mean they have something like $1 trillion in potential business over the next 20 years just with China, and so if China starts slapping tariffs on their products, man.
That's their
$1 trillion in 20 years.
Their biggest plane, sales-wise, is $100 million. So bottom line, 25% would be we just got hit, but that's all right.
We did.
So Boeing, this up at $11, but it's going to need more than that. The high of yesterday was 333, 334.88.
Okay, right up to that level.
Isn't that wild though?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, all the markets are kind of right back up to that level, so it would make sense. I mean, we really are. If you look at where we are in the indices, we're kind of right back up to those highs that we had.
Yep.
Right there, yeah. And even, I guess, above them when you look at the S&P.
Look at that. We're right at that spike, man.
And that's, yeah.
There's the spike. And that's a high-volume spike at 3 in the morning. Or, no.
Yeah, that's last night, about 10 or 11, 10:45.
26.58. Flat out. And look, we just hit 26.58. Unreal.
Totally.
I'm not sure whether we're...
Yeah, I don't think it's break time yet. They're just getting the systems back in line.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at some of the higher volume stocks out here, and thus far the volume's still light. Not
what are we looking at?
I'm not sure. Oh, so you got Verifone. Someone must be taking those out. Let's find out what's going on there. So
Francisco Partners to take Verifone private. Maybe that's our side. To take Verifone. Where are they taking it? They're not taking it abroad. They're taking it private. I'm sure, right?
Oh, look at that. That's been a dog anyway, I guess. Wow, look at that. Holy cow. So even, this is a company that was $58 in 2011.
That was kind of at the height where they were redefining what you could do, right? I mean, you couldn't, 2011, being able to use a phone over the internet, pretty remarkable. Nowadays, not so much.
Right. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see.
They're going private.
What else we have out here? You have GE's up 20 cents. You got Micron Tech up $1.66. NVIDIA's up 11.65. We'll go back to, I want to look up NVIDIA. So, you know, this equity here, basically can take them up and take them down. Yeah, there's still not much juice here. You're going, let's see, well, we had 7 million. That's not bad. That's not bad volume. That's actually not bad volume. You know, you're going into 35, but if we took just last week, that's only 17. So we'll see if that baby can hold tight. And inside the NDX 100, strength versus the weakness, you get Seagate Technologies up 8.5%, NVIDIA 5.5. Look at these numbers. Oh, my God.
They're huge, yeah.
Clack 4.4, Mylan Pharmaceutical 4.2. Taken away from it now, you got American Airlines down 2%. I'm wondering if the... I see this American Airlines. I want to see some of these for a second. Because what's going on right now in Germany, folks, is that the airlines are striking like crazy over in Germany. And 2 of the airlines just got a 4% rate hike. They're
raise,
yeah.
Okay.
Which is big.
Yeah.
You know, this is within 1 year.
Sure.
Another one's going on strike this morning. So when I was listening to this, I'm wondering. I'm saying, okay, is this good? You know, pilots are pilots. Like, you know, I don't know what the pay grade is over there.
Sure.
In fact, let me do it this way. Let's see. What can I do? Like,
yeah, I mean, if you work for that company and you saw your counterparts in Europe striking and getting raises, I'm sure. But I feel like and I have no idea, but I feel like they're probably pretty compartmentalized too, where pay structures in the U.S. are not going to be akin to in Europe. That's my guess.
Yeah, no.
But no, it's a good point. As in, if you have pilots working for the same company and you're a pilot, and they're striking and getting raises, if you felt like you deserved one as well, that would put a little bit of fire underneath you, for sure.
And this, of course, what ends up happening here, it's all about inflation. Is there inflation or not inflation? And let's see. I don't know these symbols, but...
You don't know the DAX symbols upside down?
What I'm looking for is Lufthansa.
You need a little German in you.
That might be it.
No.
That's not it. Okay. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. We can't learn German on the air live, but...
Oh, look at this. You get the Dow trading up 490. NASDAQ is up, 129. S&Ps are up 40 bucks.
Yeah, and S&Ps are up about 20 points from their lows they made just within the market, talking about 20, 30 minutes ago, and we were down about 26.40, am I saying? Where are we?
And if we take a look at the SPY just got above the high of yesterday. The high of yesterday was 264.84.
Okay.
And... Yep. Oh, look at that, right? 265.57. That's interesting. That's
that's Friday's close.
Yeah, and that would fill the gap. So we hit 265.45. What I say? 57 is the number.
Just let me back this up one more. Does this have? Okay, it doesn't have the overnight, right? What?
The futures would. I can put the futures up.
Yeah. Just because when you combine in there the Thursday night dive.
Right, there you go. Just make that 5 days now.
Perfect.
Yeah. 6 days.
Why not? Yeah.
Look at that. Yep. You're coming
yes, right that's Thursday night. Okay, I just had to get familiar with where we were. Right. So pretty remarkable, right? You dive, you come back. You dive, you come back. You dive, we're back again. And we're right back up to where we kind of closed the night Thursday, which was a remarkable run on the heels of Wednesday, right? I mean,
that's the big number.
Right.
That's the big number. That dive right there. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
coming right into it. You gotta love it. And 215, folks. Well, you got more than just 215 today. You got Zuckerberg at 215. Who else knows what else is going to be and can fly? Because Trump is saying that. Well, Trump said he's not going to. South America.
He had a trip abroad
to deal with Syria. So
whatever that means, you can extrapolate, but it means something.
We go over to the GDX. We take a look at some of these gold stocks. Still need a bid. We're up 25 cents, man, but we still need more action here. It's 5.8 million. That's not great. That's not great. The gold contract's not bad. But I want to see more volume coming in these gold equities. And the dollar's going with us, man. The dollar's down 2.14, and you do have an expansion of price. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. And don't forget, our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, tomorrow night is going to be doing a great workshop for you. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Dow right now is up 471. Nasdaq up 122. S&P's up 38. Come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
There are 5 reasons traders and investors fail to spot bear markets. It's a set of 5 very specific patterns that have preceded every bear market during the last 130 years. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability and the #1 market timer in the nation as ranked by Timer Digest for the S&P 500 for the last 3, 6, and 12 months. You see, timing is everything. And on Wednesday, April 11th at 5 p.m., I'm going to share with subscribers exactly how to time the next bear market. Look, the last 3 bears averaged a decline of 49%, which means you've got to earn 82% just to make your money back. Wouldn't it be easier to avoid the next bear market altogether? Sure, countless experts tell you that markets can't be timed, but what they're really saying is that they can't time the markets. So let me teach you how. Sign up for Mastering Probability by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com to begin your 30-day money-back guarantee trial membership and learn the exact tools that I use to time the markets. And if you can't attend live, don't worry, because the workshop will be archived on your members page for the next 30 days. Don't let that next bear market eat your porridge. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, talk about the timing. Guess what? The market's teasing the bulls, that's teasing the bears. It's teasing everyone here, the way that the volatility's in. Steve's going to be doing a workshop tomorrow night for all his subscribers. You can be a subscriber right now. You can come over to the website. Check out his Mastering Probability, 30-day money-back guarantee. You come into the workshop tomorrow night at 5 o'clock.
That's right. And you also gain access to 3 different archive workshops Steve has done. You also gain access to his money management workshop he has done. Of course, the workshop tomorrow night's going to be archived. He'll be in there for 60 minutes. He's put together a great workshop and very timely indeed. And Steve has an outstanding newsletter. I read it every day, along with his subscribers read it every day. Named Timer of the Year going on right now, #1 for S&P and gold. So get in there and see what he's doing for his clients, because he's got a great product and a great time to do it with tomorrow night's action.
And the title, folks, the 5 reasons traders and investors fail to spot a bear market. And he's not saying that it's a bear. He's going to teach you, you know, what he thinks and the identifying marks of that bear.
Because he goes
you don't want that bear to eat your porridge.
Hey, he says for tops and bottoms for any instrument. Did we just hit a bottom yesterday? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. See what Steve has to say. Maybe we'll find out by 2:15 today and see what the market's doing.
Yeah, you gotta
there's
love
just so much on the table, man. We were talking about during the break, right? It's like, man, it's like, you know, yeah, the president's saying he has to deal with Syria. But guess what? Maybe he said, I'm not going anywhere, man. My lawyer's office just got raided. I got to deal with that, too.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe not even 2. I got to deal with that, and then we'll deal with Syria. Who knows? It's just amazing that it's all on the table at once.
All these moving pieces, folks.
Seriously.
No doubt. When we talk about moving pieces, stay right there. We get swim lessons coming up next, all about defined risk. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back, and of course it's Andy Heck today, and we get the WASD report.
That should be a good one. Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.